Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, 25. That's what I do.
Now it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Right, 20. Ozzy. It's Ozzy. Hey, hold it. 45. Hey, hold 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Harney. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Ryan now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Jones has it, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Go, Mike.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Mike, 45.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
High 7. You got blocked me. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Ball bandit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
No, 66. Hey, echo. 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Alpha. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Foxtrot. Shadow.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
64, weak. Back. Alert! Easy, check it, reload!
On third down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
You play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Ryan. This complete to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
It's our time.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, exit. 45.
On play action, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. I got him. That's mine. I got him.
72.
45 to Mike.
Hey, Delta. Hey, what you hit?
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Wait, 20. All day, baby, all day.
What do you want?
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
45. Mike, 45. Focus, defense.
Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
72.
On 1st down, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Brady airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, get up.
Play action. It's Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's second down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
39.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a play fake. Brady. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. On play action, now Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
45 the mark. And it's getting that hard.
Go.
I got him. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Operating from the gun. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
We got it.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, 66.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down times. They've got to work on getting first downs.
And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Watch out.
72.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Brady. Evans has it left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Hey, 2. Hey, second.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Motion. Check it. Hey, wahoo.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
That's it, baby.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Allen Bailey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Bullshit! Hey, go 66.
45.
Let's go! Right to the end!
Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Single.
Sugar!
Off the play fake. Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Sugar!
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
No, 66. Hey, go 66.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Under 10. 10.
Now Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ryan wants to throw it. short throw underneath to Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. On first down, it's Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Atlanta, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they suffer their 4th loss.